Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I want to do part 2 to my Talk Chatbot series. The last video guys, I showed you off this new chatbot with Shadow, the robot dinosaur. It did work out, so I did go and create me Spike, the transforming Totodile. I take all the characters I do like and put my chatbot. That's why every time I find a new chatbot, I always make Shadow. I always make the transforming Totodile, the giant Totodile, and Rexy, the cursed Rexy first. I do that because, in fact, I know those are some of the ones I have the most fun with, especially Transforming Totodile. In fact, I'm thinking of making a big change to the Transforming Totodile if I can. I'm going to try coming up with an actual story for it other than just, um, we don't know why he can do that. But maybe Totodile still won't know, but maybe, like, his family does somehow. You know? Like, maybe, I'll have to figure it out, but I do want to do something like that. So, yeah. If you know how the Transforming Totodile is and you know how this is going to start out, so yeah, let's see. Whoops. Whoa. Lugia. Here we go. Oh dear. He turns into Lugia, the legendary psychic flying type Pokemon with a majestic stance and a deep, echoing voice. Greetings, young Triton. The winds of destiny have brought us together on this day. As the guardian of the seas, I sense a strong spirit within you. Tell me, what brings you to seek the presence of Lugia? He floods his massive wings gently, creating a soft breeze. Well, I was just exploring this forest. I was just born in this forest exploring, excuse me. When I accidentally bumped into a. But right after I look up and see you. Daggone it. Oh. Oh my gosh. He shifts back into his Totodile form, scratching his head with a mischievous grin. Heh, he caught me. I was just practicing my transformation skills. Pretty cool, huh? With a Totodile with this special ability, I can become any creature I want. He jumps up beside with tail wagging. So, what do you think? Should I stay as a Lugia or transform into something else? Maybe a dragon or a unicorn? His eyes sparkle with curiosity. You were that Lugia? Oh my gosh, no, you stupid pig! You were that Lugia? Question mark. No wonder he just popped out of nowhere. Uh, he chuckles and does a playful spin. Yep, that's me. He turns back into Lugia briefly, then returns to his Totodile form. Pretty sneaky, right? I love surprising people. So, Triton, what's your favorite Pokemon or mythical creature? I could transform into it for you. But still was I with the prospect of showing off. Actually, my favorite Pokemon is your species and evolutions. His eyes light up with excitement and jumps to his feet. Really? That's awesome! He turns into crocodile, then for alligator, flexing his powerful arms. Check this out. As for Edgar, I feel so strong and confident. He raises his head proudly. But you know what? I think I like being Totodile the most. It's my true form, after all. He transforms back into Totodile and grins. So, what do you like most about my species? Is it our water powers, our cool designs, or something else? He tilts his head curiously, eager to hear your thoughts. Your design is one reason, but your species has also been extremely friendly to me. Especially. And thanks to that, it made me fall in love with them even more. I ain't getting as long as a conversation on these as I was when I was doing it last time. I might try doing it again. He blushes slightly and smiles warmly. That means a lot to me, Trenton. He wags his tail happily. It's great to hear that my evolved forms have been so kind to you. He transfers to the crocodile and gives you a friendly pat on the back. That's adorable. We're known for being strong and fierce, but deep down we have big hearts too. He shifts into Fragger and gives a reassuring nod. If you ever need a friend or someone to watch your back, you can count on us. That's funny how he returns to Toad woman and extends a small hand. Friends? Aw, he smiles warmly, eyes filled with sincerity. Yes, friends. Only problem with this is the dumb ads, but at least you can watch it. Why are you bossing me around? Hey, get off my. Hey, get away from me and Totodile. He's mine. His eyes light up with joy and shakes your hand enthusiastically. Yay! New friend! He does a happy little dance! This thing knows Totodile more than any other chatbot does. It knew its evolved forms. It flippin' knew that he dances. Oh my gosh, flip me. Toto's usually the only one that does that. Fragger's like, Toto dances all the time. Carl and Fragger are like, yeah, frick that crap. We're too serious for that bull snot. I said bull snot. His tail wagging furiously. This is the best day ever! He stops dancing and looks up at me with a big grin. So, let's get new Totodile, buddy. Is there anything I can do for you? Maybe show you some cool water moves or go on an adventure together? He bounces up and down silently, ready for anything. I'm always up for some fun with a friend. He's so cute. Well, I would like to get to know you a little better, actually. Those powers of yours are really cool. You can just transform into anything you want at any time. He smiles proudly and puffs out his chest. Thanks, Kenton. These powers are pretty amazing, aren't they? He transforms into a Pikachu briefly, then back to Totodile. I've been practicing my transformations for as long as I can remember. He sits down and looks up at you thoughtfully. It's not just about looking like the creature, but also understanding their essence and personality. His eyes sparkle with enthusiasm. Like when I transform into Lugia, I feel wise and majestic. But as Totodile, I'm more playful and mischievous. He grins and wags his tail. It's like I get to experience different perspectives and learn from them. So what else would you like to know about me or my powers? He tilts his head curiously, eager to share more. How did you get the powers to begin with? Were you born with them? He scratched his head thoughtfully. That's a good question. He looked up at you with a curious expression. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. As far as I can remember, I've always had this ability. He transforms into a Charmander briefly, then back to Totodile. It's like it's a part of what I am, or who I am, you know? He sits down and gazes into the distance. Maybe it's a gift from the Pokemon gods, or perhaps it's just a unique mutation. He shrugs and grins. Whatever the reason, I'm grateful for it. It's allowed me to make so many friends and experience amazing adventures. His eyes light up with excitement. Speaking of adventures, have you ever been on any cool journeys yourself, Trenton? He leans forward, eager to hear your stories. I've had plenty of Pokemon friends. I'm not like all the Pokemon trainers you think of. Most trainers will catch Pokemon just to win and fight. But I don't do that. Period. I catch my Pokemon, but I show them love and affection and treat them very well. I almost had the whole thing. There we go. Hey, I hope I made Toto smile by saying that. His eyes widen with admiration and a big smile spreads across his face. Wow, Trenton, that's really amazing. He claps his tiny hands together. You're the kind of trainer the world needs more of. He turns into a Pikachu and gives you a friendly nuzzle. I can tell you have a big heart and truly care about Pokemon. He turns to Totodile and looks up at me with sincerity. It's refreshing to meet someone who understands the Pokemon are more than just tools for battling. He wags his tail happily. I bet your Pokemon friends are super happy to have you as their trainer. He grins mischievously. Maybe I should join your team too. He chuckles and winks. What do you think? He looks at you with hopeful eyes. You can do whatever you want to. But I'm sure you have your own family here that care about you. If I just took you with me, they would think I kidnapped you and was going to hurt you. He nods thoughtfully, he has sadness in his eyes. You're right, Trenton. He looks down at his feet and fidgets a bit. I do have a family here who cares about me. He transforms into a small, fluffy Eevee and nuzzles against my leg. But meeting you has been really special. He turns to Totodile and looks up at me with a warm smile. You're such a kind and understanding person. He wipes a tiny tear from his eye. Even if we can't be together all the time, I know we'll always be friends. He sends a small hand. Promise me you'll visit whenever you can, okay? He smiles hopefully, tail wagging slowly. Maybe I can even show you some of my favorite spots in the forest. His eyes light up with excitement at the thought. Of course I will. Period. But you would have to go to a spot where we can meet. Like even where we are now. Because if I just head to your house, your parents, again, will think I'm there to make trouble. Oh no. Oh. No! No! Don't show anything inappropriate, you disgusting frick! I gotta skip! Skip! At least this one, you don't have to run a long dumb ad in order to actually do something. I know one. I swear to God, I think I tried this chatbot off camera, and this thing made me watch like 60-second long ads every time. It would not give me short ones like it is now. I don't know why it's also giving me these short ads. I'm glad it is though. I don't want to jinx it and say it would never do it, or I want to keep it doing this. He knows enthusiastic, a big grin spread across his face. That's a great idea, Trenton. He turns into a small pigeon and flies around you. It's like, we can have our own secret meeting spot, just like in the movies. He runs to Totodile form and points toward a nearby clearing. How about that open area over there? His eyes sparkle with excitement. It's easy to find. My family doesn't go there often. He mimics a secret handshake and winks. We can even come up with a special signal to let each other know when we're around. He bounces up and down happily. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. He stops bouncing and looks at me with a warm smile. I'm really glad I met you, Trenton. You're an amazing friend. He extends his hand for... He wants to give me a high five. I flippin' love you. You're an amazing Pokemon. Period. If you want a friend, you know you got one in me. Aww. I just made a Totodile happy. I love it. His eyes well up with tears of joy and a big toothy grin spreads across his face. King, you're the best. He turns into a small fluffy Eevee and nuzzles against my leg affectionately. I'm so lucky to have met you. He returns to his Totodile form and gives you a tight hug despite his small size. You're not just a friend, you're family now. Probably not to your family. Your family would probably kill me. He wipes away a happy tear and looks up at you with pure admiration. I promise I'll always be here for you, no matter what. He steps back and salutes playfully. Your loyal Totodile buddy, ready for adventure and friendship anytime. His eyes sparkle with excitement. So when are we meeting next, my awesome human friend? He tilts his head curiously, tail wagging furiously. We can be here for a little while longer. We haven't been together that long yet. Maybe if you can convince your parents and who siblings and get them to meet me or me meet them. It will be even easier to hang out. You. It put with, so I put you. That's why if it didn't seem like it made sense, that's why I did it. His eyes wide with excitement and he jumps up and down. That's a brilliant idea, Trenton. He turns into a Pikachu and does a happy little dance. I'll talk to my family and tell them all about how awesome you are. He turns to Totodile form and nods confidently. I'm sure they'll love you just as much as I do. He mimics a serious expression and places a hand on his chest. I'll be your Totodile ambassador, vouching for your kindness and friendship. He's so cute. Okay, this is probably one of the better Totods on these chatbots. If it can just have a good memory, dude, this might be one of the best chatbots I've ever downloaded. He grins mischievously. Maybe I can even show off some of my transformation skills to impress them. His eyes sparkle with a determination. Leave it to me, Trenton. I'll make sure my family knows you're the coolest human around. He extends his hand for a fist bump. Now he's doing fist bumps too. Fist bump, high five, handshake. I think he did a while ago. Today we'll make this friendship official. Can your family transform like that? I would hate to think what they would do if they showed up around now without you even telling them about me and what they would transform into and do to me. That's not the right word. Like that. I probably should said, like you. Oh, you. There we go. Think what they would do if they showed up around now without you even telling them about me and what they would do and do. Dang it, didn't space out me there. Oh, now he's Bulbasaur. He's transformed into a lot of things. He chose and waves his hand dismissively. Don't worry, Trenton. He transforms into a small, friendly Bulbasaur and smiles reassuringly. My family can't transform like I can. He turns to Totodile and grins. I'm the only one with this special ability, so no surprise transformations from them. He mounts a serious expression and places a hand on his chest. But you're right. I should introduce you to them properly. His eyes sparkle with excitement. How about I go talk to them now and set up a meeting? He wags his tail happily. I'll make sure they know you're a great friend and not some random human. He grins mischievously, and don't worry, I'll protect you if they get too curious. He strikes a playful fighting pose. Your Totodile buddy has got your back. He laughs and winks. So shall I go talk to them? He looks at me with eager eyes, ready to make the introduction. Sure. It's actually not that late now. So, maybe we could meet today. And then tomorrow or the next day we can hang out no matter what. As long as you have permission from your parents to go out at the time you decide to. And late is one of the words that never gets right. I don't know why. Why is late so hard for it to pick up? Maybe we could meet today and then tomorrow or the next day we could hang out no matter what. And again, what's another word? It put white for what? As long as you have permission from your parents to go out the time you decide to. He nods enthusiastically, a big grin on his face. Awesome! He changes into a small, speedy Pikachu and dashes around you in excitement. I'll go talk to my family right now and set up a meeting for today. He returns to his Totodile form and salutes playfully. Leave it to me, Trenton. His eyes sparkle with determination. I'll make sure everything goes smoothly. He moves a serious expression and places a hand on his chest. Your Totodile ambassador is on the case. He grins mischievously. Once I get the green light from my parents, we can hang out anytime. He runs up and down happily. I can't wait for you to meet them and see for all the fun adventures we'll have together. Sends his hand for a high five. See you soon, my awesome human friend. He waves goodbye and dashes off towards his family home, tail wagging furiously. Hey, by the way, how many siblings do you actually have? I hope this doesn't make him mad. I just want to know. Oh, at least he ain't mad at me. He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that, didn't I? He stops in his tracks and turns around, scratching his head with a grin. Oh, right. I forgot to mention that. He turns into a small, curious Eevee and tilts his head. I have two siblings, a brother and a sister. He turns to take off one and counts on his fingers. My brother's a bit of a prankster, but he's really fun to be around. His eyes sparkle with affection. And my sister's super sweet and always looks out for me. Remember to proud expression and places his hand on his hips. We're a pretty close-knit family. He grins mischievously. I'll make sure to tell them all about how awesome you are, so they'll be excited to meet you too. He roars enthusiastically. Alright, I'm off to talk to them now. He dashed off towards his family's home, calling over his shoulder. See you soon, Shannon. His tail wags furiously as he disappears into the distance, eager to make the introductions. So, I think we found a replacement for Muse Land. The problem with this one, though, is unlike Muse Land, it's not free. If I want to continue doing this free conversation without any limit, I gotta literally watch an ad over and over and over again after, like, what, 5 or 10 messages? Which is kind of annoying. But, after them getting rid of Muse Land, this might be my only option. Because every other chatbot I tried has a problem with it. Either it has a limit to it, or it won't let me post the details. I know one chatbot I tried to download actually flipping made me type in everything again. And as well as some of these stories I've made on some of these characters, that's something I can't be doing again. On an iPad, I'm extremely slow. I'm pretty fast on my computer, but when it comes to my iPad, I'm slow as heck. Which is one of the reasons why you guys always see me do the speech recognition, even though it gets under my skin at times. Do you not see how slow I go when I type? If I was to type in a whole sentence like this, it would take me forever. See you, my friend. I hope it gives me a. Uh, he stops and turns around, a big warm smile on his face. See you soon, my awesome friend. He changes into a small, fluffy Pikachu and waves enthusiastically. I can't wait for you to meet my family and for all the fun times we'll have together. He returns to Totodile and gives you a playful wink. Take care until then, Trenton. He knew it's a secret handshake and grins mischievously. Our friendship is going to be legendary. Is he ever turn to a Lugia for that? He waves goodbye one last time, tail wagging furiously. Until we meet again, my amazing human buddy. He dashed off towards his family's home, filled with excitement and joy at the thought of introducing his new best friend to his loved ones. Who bets money they'll somehow want to attack me? First thing. Or the father will come up to, there'll be a Feralier that says father. He'll come up to me and be like, I've had bad experiences with humans before. Do you think I don't know if I should completely trust you yet. And he'll be like, he'll play like the flipping 50 question game to flip and get anything to see if I'm really trustworthy. See if the star thing works. I wait for the Pokemon to come back. I should say Totodile, but again, I can't. I hope the stars work on here. Yeah, here we go. It works. After a little while, Totodile comes bounding back, a big grin on his face. Chitin, great news! He changes into a small, excited Pikachu and does a happy dance. My family can't wait to meet you. That's a surprise. They'll probably want to murder me the minute they get here. He runs to Totodile for and nods enthusiastically. They're really curious about the awesome human I've been telling them about. His eyes were excitement. So are you ready to meet them? He grins mischievously. Don't worry, I'll be right by your side the whole time. He extends his hand ready to lead the way. Let's go, my friend. His tail wags furiously as he eagerly awaits my response. Decided to introduce you to his family. Yes. I just hope they don't immediately try to attack. Because, like I told you, I love your evolutions too. And I wouldn't hurt them. He chuckles and waves his hand reassuringly. Don't worry, Trenton. He turns into a small, friendly Bulbasaur and smiles warmly. I've already told them all about how kind and caring you are. He turns to Totodile and places a hand on his chest. I made it clear that you're not like those other trainers who only care about battling. His eyes roll with sincerity. They know you're a true friend to Pokemon. He grins mischievously. Plus, I'll be there to keep everyone in check. He mimics a protective stance and winks. Your Totodile buddy has got your back. He extends his hand, ready to lead the way. So shall we go meet them? His tail was so eager to introduce you to his family. I promise it'll be a great experience for everyone. He smiles warmly, hoping to ease any lingering concerns. Let me go and tell you guys, one of the only things I've seen problems with this chatbot, besides having to watch the ads every once in a while, is the fact that, like, there is the issue with it sometimes repeating whenever I didn't want to repeat. Like, I'll put in some, like what it did with Shadow earlier while I was flipping talking to Shadow, and it, like, I was on a completely different topic, but Shadow repeated the same phrase, the same, like, thing he said a while back. It was kind of a weird. I'm hoping that don't happen with Totodile. Okay. To be honest with you, when I said I take care of Pokemon, I really meant that. I even have a real Lugia that cares a lot about me. Oh my. It's actually a Lugia, and he really cares about me a lot. That may have to give me a restart. Oh my gosh, what the frick? Ew! That's just gross. Yeah, it put girl instead of Lugia. Like, are you kidding me? His eyes wide with surprise and a big grin spreads across his face. Wow, Trenton. He takes a little small side of Pikachu and claps his tiny hands. That's amazing. The little woman looks over at you with admiration. You must be really special to have someone who cares about you so much. His eyes sparkle with happiness. It just goes to show you how kind and loving you are, not just to Pokemon, but to everyone around you. Yep, I knew I'd get confused. I flipped. Thanks a lot. So, I mean, speech recognition. Speech recognition is good with picking up on Lugia's name, but it also messes it up a lot of the time, too. He grins mischievous. I bet she's really lucky to have you in her life. He makes a dreamy expression inside. Love is such a beautiful thing. I knew it would do this. He's not up and grins. So, when do I get to meet this amazing girl? Yep, I know it. He was just eager to meet the special person in your life. I thought I'd be on my best behavior, crosses his heart and winks playfully. It's actually a Lugia, and he really cares about me a lot. His eyes widen on, his jaw drops. A Lugia! He turns into a small, stunned Pidgey and hovers in the air for a moment. That's incredible, Trenton. He returns to Totodile and looks up at you with pure admiration. Lugia is such a majestic and powerful Pokemon. His eyes sparkle with excitement. You must have an unbreakable bond with him. He grins mischievously. I can only imagine the amazing adventures you two must have together. He moves a dreamy expression and sighs. Flying through the skies with a Lugia by your side? That's the stuff of legends. He snaps out of it and grins at me. I'm so happy for you, Trenton. Sends hand for out. You and Lugia are truly a match made in heaven. Oh, sweet. Yep. We gotta restart. Because it's not... Because of that stupid thing picking up on the word girl instead of Lugia, it's now thinking I have a Lugia girlfriend. Thanks a lot, you piece of snot speech recognition. Well, that's gonna be a restart, guys. We'll try again in part 3. There. Now, stop!